verse 16, Ulladhu Naarpadhu, 40 verses on reality given to us by Sri Ramana Maharshi. Here is the time, Tamil version. நாமன்றி நாளேது நாடேது நாடுங்கால் நாமுடம்பேல் நாள் நாட்டும் நாம் படுவோம் நாமுடம்போ நாம் இன்று அன்று என்றும் ஒன்று நாடு இங்கு அங்கு எங்கும் ஒன்றால் நாமுண்டு நாள் நாடு இலனாம். Here is the translation which I have made. I'll hold it. You can take a screenshot if you are interested. And the meaning is, when we seek our true nature, without us, where is the question of time and space? If we are the body, then we will be subject to the process of space and time. Since we are the same one thing today, the other day, and forever, and since we are the same one thing here, there, and everywhere, only we exist, space-time does not. I'll try to type this out in the description portion below the video. Maybe it might be of help. So, here he is talking about space and time. And he says, if ego is there, space-time is there. Universe is there, body is there. If ego is not there, nothing is there. That's all. This comes again, I think in Song 26, verse 26. The same idea. So, in Advaita Vedanta, you might get bored listening to the same truth again and again. And why should we listen to the truth again and again? Because we have heard untruth again and again, we have become identified with the body. Unconsciously, we have been thinking for lifetimes that I am the body. And hence this state. This body is sitting, I am embodied today because of the mistake of having taken myself as the body for so many births. As simple as that. Now, if you really want to know your glorious, permanent, unborn, undying, formless nature, you need to think the opposite. That's all. That is why in Advaita Vedanta, the path is called the path of knowledge. What knowledge? The truth that I am formless, infinite existence, consciousness, bliss. That's all. How many times should you repeat? How many times should you do this mananam? Until you realize your true nature. Until you are liberated. How will you know? There was one saint by name Thayumanavar, I think in Tamil, a realized being, and he said, once you realize that will tell you. So no need of anxiety. All that we need to do is remember the truth that I am Brahman. I am not this body mind alone. Sri Bhagavan says in talks clearly, I also say, within quotes, I also say I am a man, but I am not this body mind alone. I am this body mind and all else. What is that all else? Whatever you imagine in the universe, that is I. It is I, Atma, that appears as this cell phone, this space around, as this table, wall, as this town, city, the earth, the universe, whatever you imagine yourself to be, whatever you imagine in the universe, whatever you think of, it is all constituted by that one Sat Chitanandam, Atma, Brahman, which is formless, which is so powerful that it powers the whole mechanism. This powers the mechanism of your body and my body, but very secretly, in a subtle manner, sits at the background. It sits in the form of a screen, so to say, existence, consciousness, bliss screen. And on the screen, this movie of life happens. And in your screen, awareness screen, the first person to appear, the first hero or heroine to appear is you. Then through your mind and senses, you experience other people and the world. So, this Atman Brahman, instead of keeping quiet as fullness, as complete Brahman, it shines forth as the universe all the time and creates an impermanent order. The universe is called impermanent because everything in the universe is born, lives for some time and dies. Starting from a single-celled being, from a mosquito to an ant to the tiger, lion, elephant to human being, to all the material objects, to all the plants, all the animals, and then all the galaxies, stars, etc. Science also would agree that they are all impermanent. They are born, they remain there for some time, they disappear. Right. There is an impermanent order of the universe. But there is something permanent which powers that, which is behind that. Without this Brahman, the universe does not exist. The Brahman pervades the entire universe and yet remains untouched. That is why it is said, even if the whole universe were to be destroyed, you will not be destroyed. Which you? The real you. So, ego, the birth of ego is the cause of all suffering, is the cause for the phenomenon of taking several births, birth after birth. I think it is all a memory system. The memory doesn't go away. It sits inside us. On the death of this body, this memory that is gathered from this body's lifetime just gets removed, waits for some time, gets into another womb, and the story continues. This is what all the Jnanis are talking about. Liberate yourself from this cycle of birth and death. Be who you are. While in the body, not after death. Right now they say you can realize your true nature. Because you are already that. Then what is the problem? Screen. This ego. This I thought. I am the body sense. Oh, I am an individual. I am a man. I have a family. I have cars. I have houses. I desire buying this, that, etc. The screen becomes thicker and thicker and veils our true nature. What stands between you and your true nature is this veil of ignorance, it is called. Why is it ignorance? It is the power of Maya which makes you think that you are the body. Whereas in truth you are that Brahman, Satchit Anandam. Sometimes we may have to repeat it ad nauseum because Shastra, the scriptures say the process to know your true nature, to realize your true nature is Shravanam, listening, hearing or reading. Then Mananam, thinking about it, reflecting. Why is it the Jnani is saying Tattvamasi? Why? There must be some reason. What is his experience? Will he utter these words Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi without an experiential base? No. So, are you an exception? As a human being, are you or am I an exception? Are we anyway different from the Jnani? No. He has realized his true nature. We have not realized our true nature. That's all. But why this desire to know our true nature? It is because Sat, our pure existence, is our true nature, original nature. Because of that, because of its influence, we tend to think that we are this body, we exist as this body, and we want to continue in this body in good health for many, many, many years. I think some Siddhas have tried this, trying to protect this body for 300 years, 400 years. It may be possible, but why? Bhagavan would ask why. And it is our consciousness nature, awareness nature, which makes us become aware of things in the world. Because the limitless awareness is now reduced to the size and capability of the body. And through the body, mind, senses, we know the world. And bliss is said to be our true nature. Bliss, absolute bliss. Without an ice cream, without a chocolate, without a meal, without a woman, without a man, you can be in bliss. You don't have to derive pleasure from material objects, because you are the lender of that pleasure. You lend pleasure into another body and derive that pleasure, he says. You lend that sweetness into a sweet and you eat it, so to say. So, forgetting our true nature, we are reduced to the size and capability of the body, and we are searching for our true nature. Now, coming to the verse, it says, if we really seek, if you really try to understand, without us, where is the question of space-time? If you are the body, body is there, and hence body knows that it sits inside space. And there is time, morning, evening, and so on. This whirlpool of time. And then he says, since we are the same one thing, he is now talking about Atma. If you are the body, space-time exists. If you are Atma, where is the question of today, yesterday, tomorrow? Where is the question of here, there, in other place? No. Jnani in Jnanam is present everywhere. He is omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. Who are we talking about? You, me, our true nature. So, this intellectual curiosity and indignation, starts working. Hey, they are saying something. I am not this body. Whom we worship as the Lord of the universe, Shastra says, Advaita Vedanta says, that you are Tattvamasi. So, we need to definitely give time and look at the truth about it. Otherwise, no harm will happen, except that we will be born again and again and again. We will be caught in the endless cycle of birth and death. So, when we seek without us, where is the question of space and time? If we are the body, then we will be subject to the process of space and time. Since we are the same one thing, Brahman, today, the other day, and forever, since we are the same one thing here, there, everywhere, only we as Atma exist, space-time does not. Let us do Mananam. Mananam is reflecting over the truth again and again. After all work is over in the day, maybe in the morning or in the evening, you can sit and think about it. And we have to become finally still inside us. Stillness is realization, Sri Bhagavan says. Let us think about it.